Another quick 30-minute meal, ideal for your dinner tonight. We're going to make a saffron pea and king prawn risotto with lemon, courtesy of Gousto as usual. So what they've given us is a bag of rockets. We've got some blanched peas. We've got some lovely king prawns, look lovely and juicy. Some arborio rice, lemon, and some Italian hard cheese, vegetable stock, garlic and saffron. So this is very similar to some of the other dishes I've done, in that I haven't got an oven-proof casserole dish. So we start it off on a wide base pan on the oven, and then we're going to transfer it into an oven-proof dish and cover it with foil for the remainder of its cooking time. So I'm just going to start some prep, and then we'll get the first bit in the pan. Okay, we've got the pan over a medium-high heat. We've got a little drizzle of olive oil in there. We're just going to let that get hot, and then we're going to add the crushed garlic, the saffron and the arborio rice, which I'll just show you on camera. You can see the much different type of grain than normal rice, much fatter, almost like a rice you would make a paella with, something like that. So the oil's nice and hot now. So this is basically just to get this crushed garlic and the saffron flavouring the dry rice before we add the stock. Just get that into the pan. Mix it through again. Saffron. It's very fiddly to get out of the little tiny bag it's in. There we go. Very fragrant that once it hits the oil. Don't waste any though, because it's quite expensive. So all of those in, and the rice as well, and we're just going to 30 seconds just to get those flavours mixing into the rice before we add the stock in. And then we're going to bring it to the boil, and as soon as it's boiled up, that then is going to go into the oven for 20 minutes, which we've got warming at 180 degrees. That's 180 degrees Celsius, that is 200 degrees Fahrenheit roughly. You can see there the saffron and the garlic are now mixed in nicely with that rice, so it's all flavoured in lovely. That's ready. Now what I've got here is a jug with 550 ml of boiled water just come out of the kettle, and I've dissolved the vegetable stock into it. So you can see that comes to boil very quickly indeed. Just going to let that just sit for a minute, and then that's going into the oven-proof dish, covered with foil, and we're going to cook it in the oven for 20 minutes. Okay, as you can see, I've just transferred it to a Pyrex glass dish, oven-proof, and very tightly sealed it with foil to keep the heat in, and that's going into the oven now. Okay, we're 20 minutes in the oven, and we're just taking it out now, removing the foil. We're going to give it a little stir, and then we're going to add in the prawns and the peas. You can see the water's almost nearly been soaked up, so that's perfect. So let's get the peas and the prawns in, and it's going back in the oven for another 10 minutes with the lid on. Look at those lovely juicy prawns. We've done us proud there, look at those. So let's give it a good stir up, get that all mixed in. prawns are just going to cook in the oven now. So a little splash of water we're going to add. Well, that's done. That's going back in the oven now. Lid on, another 10 minutes, and then we're going to take it out and we're going to add lemon juice, Italian hard cheese and ground black pepper, and then serve it up. Okay, it's had another 10 minutes in the oven now, so we're just going to remove the foil, see if everything's cooked. It's looking pretty good. Those prawns are looking lovely and plump and pink. Give it a nice stir now. Now there's a bit of juice in there, but we're not going to worry about that because we're going to put in some Italian hard cheese and some lemon juice, and that's going to thicken that all up lovely. So let's get those in. So that's half a squeezed lemon, and this is about 18 grams worth of Italian hard cheese, you know, Parmesan, something like that, going in, and a good bit of ground black pepper as well. Give that a bit more of a stir. Lovely smells coming from it now. Now that cheese has been added and that pepper. It was already smelling very strong from the saffron and the garlic, but that has just finished it off, and that smells delicious. And we got beautiful consistency there. Look, you can see it's a lovely baked rice dish. Okay, so that's all done. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to move that to the back, get a bowl that I've got in the oven warming up, and we're going to spoon in some of our lovely baked prawn, pea and saffron risotto. Beautiful. And then just to finish it off, we're going to sprinkle over some more of the Italian hard cheese. So showing us a little bit lumpy. Moisture must have got to it a little bit. Just a little bit of that. And then just a tiny bit of rocket that we've washed and had draining. Like that. Drizzle of olive oil over the top. A little bit more black pepper. And that is it. We just serve that with an extra lemon wedge, and there we have it. Very easy to make. That was 5 minutes prep time for that, and most of the time it was in the oven. All we were doing was adding more ingredients, and it smells lovely. It's going to taste delicious, I know it. So that is the saffron pea and prawn risotto from Gousto with lemon, and that's all for now. So I'll see you next time on Carlos Cooks.